Debates. I'm Kayla.
I'm Jason.
And today we're talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The original, aka the greatest damn movie ever made.
Which is debatable, which is why we are here. And today I have dislike, and Jason?
I have like, of course. It's a bunch of damn hippies who get lost in the back roads of Texas and they get eaten by cannibals. I like this movie because it is just non-stop screaming and insanity and intense adrenaline. When it's over, you have to take a breath. It's like 20 minutes of build up with some creepy stuff. You got the weird ass hitchhiker showing up and cutting on his hand and burning things and wearing little pelts and stuff. And then you got the hippies talking about astrology and all this hippie bullshit. And then Leatherface. And Marilyn Burns screams for the next hour.
Noise.
It's very
for
noisy.
1 hour straight, the last hour, you do not get a quiet moment. The background music is like, and then it's just, for 1 hour. And if that isn't the most exhausting thing you could possibly go through, it's not entertainment, it's not fun, it's not suspenseful, it's annoying.
It is suspenseful. It might not be fun. I think it's fun. One of the other things that I like about it is that it is really one of the least gory horror films you can imagine. Everybody thinks it's one of the goriest movies ever, but actually, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is gorier than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's all implied, but it is so effective at its implied violence and gore that people walk out of there thinking that they have seen a snuff film.
Because the acting, have you seen the brothers acting? Franklin? Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's detestable.
It's awful. Like, you can tell that people aren't really dying. Like, it doesn't seem that realistic that it's a snuff film.
People think that it looks like a snuff film. A lot of people think that it actually happened. It didn't, based on Ed Gein in Wisconsin in the 40s, I think. So yeah, it didn't happen in Texas. It wasn't actually a massacre, and I don't think there were any chainsaws involved. But people our age who grew up with this movie think that it was real. And
your age, old man.
That was below the belt.
It's based on a story that's not even about Texas and chainsaws, but however, what do people think of when they think about Texas and movies? It's the one with Texas in the title, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then they see us and
People
they're like,
think about. I'm not gonna argue with you. Go ahead. I like that point. You're right. Tobe Hooper once said that he wanted a film that looked like it had been dragged across like 20 miles of bad road, and it does. It's not something you should see on Blu-ray or even DVD. If you've got an old beat-up VHS copy of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's where it's one of its most effective presentations. It's just like a grainy yellow or iodine-tinted documentary, and it makes it all the more effective the worse the quality is.
yeah, because then it might be so bad that you don't notice the awful editing and the like, oh, I'm a brand new filmmaker, let me film every detail, let me film shutting the door, like things like that you don't.
Shutting the door, like when Leatherface slams the meat locker door?
No, I'm talking like in the beginning in the van. It's like every piece of that van scene is so tedious, and that's the best part of the film.
No.
Because that's when people actually thinking.
The opening part of the film is very languorous. It's obviously swelteringly hot out there. The sun is baking down. They're sweating and everything, and it's this long, lazy, hot drive through the Texas countryside, and then madness.
They're supposed to be on this romantic getaway.
It wasn't romantic. It wasn't supposed to be romantic. They were going to look for their grandfather's grave to make sure it hadn't been looted and turned into some bizarre art configuration thing. Romantic. What's your idea of romantic? No, tell me. I don't even want to know.
No, like that was Franklin's one of his big complaints is everyone brought their significant other, and basically they're looking for an excuse to go do it in their grandfather's old house. Like
Hippies, free love, and those, so they had to die for it.
Yeah, because he deserved to die because he gave his girlfriend a tooth and was like, here, I got something for you. And
Hilarious.
I'm like, why would you travel with these men? They're gross.
And they paid for it. But see, back to Franklin. He is the guy in the wheelchair, the handy-capable member of the cast. And he is the most detestable representation of a handicapped person you will ever see in the history of cinema. It is awesome. When you see him get run through that chainsaw, you just want to cheer. Suddenly you're not scared anymore. You're like, yeah, suck it, fat boy.
But you have to...
You gotta love seeing handicapped people get a chainsaw to the chest.
Yeah. When I watch a movie, I want suspense and I want fear. I don't want to be like, yay, I'm glad everyone who sucks dies. Like,
Exactly what
I can't get in there and feel the feeling of being scared, which is what I want when I watch a scary
Make me
movie.
hate these people and then kill them with power tools. That is the recipe for a great film.
And you're just like every boy. I don't even get it. Like, boys for some reason, I don't know.
If you're a real man, you love Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But don't show it to your girlfriends because they're gonna go turn off that noise.
Get a new girlfriend. You can find one that likes Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She's either a keeper or she has a dick. So, tell us what you think on the Deadly Debates. Send us an email or comment in the little postiness below. So, until next time, I am Jason.
And I'm Kayla.
And we'll see you on the Deadly Debates.